This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022 Puma travel trailer model 32RB-FQ. So this is not a floor plan video, it's more of a how-to. I'm just going to show you through the trailer and point out some of the features and how they work. Now you can see it's dirty still, but we just haven't cleaned it yet. So it'll be cleaned up when you pick up, okay? So right here at the door side rear we have a kitchen, outside kitchen. Now this griddle slides right out, right? And you hook this this LP hose. This one goes to the back of it. It's a quick connect. And then this side here, or the end here, connects under the trailer right there to that LP quick connect. So you have to connect it to the LP system to use it. All right. Of course, your microwave works like any other microwave. Your refrigerator works like any other refrigerator. And you have some storage in the drawers. Now this has these have power stabilizers. So one switch controls both rear, and another switch up front controls both front. You just extend them and retract them, of course. Okay. You have a power awning with LED strip, outside speakers, an outside shower, which is, you know, to spray or hose things off, whatever you want to use it for. Kids and dogs and feet and bicycles or whatever you got to hose down. You have a TV signal out here, plus power, plus a bracket to hook up a TV out here if you wanted to. Now this right here is your black tank flush. On the other side of the trailer, obviously the valves are over there, the dump valves. So after you dump your black tank, you can leave the valve open. You have to leave the valve open like it states on this sticker here. And then you can hook the hose on here, turn it on, and it will spray out the inside of your black tank, clean it out, clean off the sensors, that sort of thing. So it's a good thing to do. If you have a working hose at the dump station, it's a really good thing to do. Makes a big difference. This is just a vent for your range hood. You always want, right now the baffle's open, flapping freely. You want it to be that way when you're venting. If you're not, if you're traveling or in storage, you can just snap it shut. But you always want to open it up when you're venting. Okay. This is your fresh water fill right here. So of course the most common way to get water to the trailer is the city water hookup. But if you're camping someplace that does not have city water, you can pre-fill the fresh water tank right here and use the onboard pump to pump the water. So I'll show you the switch when we get inside for that. But even if you don't have city water, you can still use all the plumbing just as though you do by pumping it from the tank. This is your water heater here. Okay. Right now this is empty. So when you pick up, we can give you the status of. I'm not sure if this one is winterized or de-winterized, but you tell us when you pick up which way you want it. Okay. I think we're starting to de-winterize them now because the summer is. I think it's here to stay this time. So now this is the drain plug. Takes an 1 1/16" 6-point socket to screw it in and out. That's where it goes right there. There's an electric heating element behind this cover right here, right? And there's a switch right here, a rocker switch next to it, on and off, to control the electric heating element. So the main thing is you never run the heating element without water in the tank. Right now it's empty, so you always want to remember to fill it with water before you turn it on, otherwise you'll damage it. Now this also has a gas burner for faster reheating of the water, so that switch is inside. I'll show you that when we get in there, okay? Alright. There's your front stabilizer switch there. Now you have a Husky centerline weight distribution hitch with built-in sway control. We'll show you how that works when you pick up your trailer. Okay. It's just a hookup for an optional solar battery charger if you wanted to purchase one of those somewhere down the road. Alright, so you have your power tongue jack right here. Now, if this ever fails, you can pull this plug right out of the top, and there's a 3/4 hex there, so you can use the same You can use a 3/4 inch socket or a 3/4 inch crank. Let's see what we got over here. So a 3/4 inch socket or crank to crank this manually in case of an emergency, so you can always get out of trouble. 2 LP tanks full, a deep cycle marine battery. This is a kill switch right here for the battery. You can shut it off if you want to. This is your dump hose, and you have a reducer there for your plug. Let me see what we've got here. Some more storage under the bed. You have 2 gray tanks here, so this is the first gray tank, or probably called gray tank number 2 actually, but it might be called a galley tank, but it's a gray tank. Right here you have your 50 amp 30-foot cord. It's a 50 amp system. I think it's pre-wired for a second air conditioner, that's why, so if you wanted to add a second AC you can do it. It's a very simple thing to have done. So this is your city water hookup right here. Most common way to get water to the trailer. And these are your other dump valves here. A gray and then two more black, or 2 gray ones and a black. Okay, so the black is the toilet water and waste. That's the one you're going to leave open if you're going to use the flush on it, the black tank flush. Okay. Alrighty. Cable and satellite through. It's pre-wired for a Furon backup camera if you want to add one of those. You have a ladder, which is great because the manufacturer states you should inspect the roof every 60 days or so. So make sure you have somebody look at the roof, make sure there's no cracking or separation where water can get through the sealant. Make sure there's no damage to the roofing material or roofing attachments by, let's say, low branches or road debris, that sort of thing. It just should be part of your regular maintenance. Okay? Alrighty. So let's go inside here. See what we've got. Okay. Okay, when we first come in the door, you have your panel here. Water pump, turn it on and off right here. You use that to pump water out of the fresh water tank. You also use it to winterize the trailer. These are lights here. Your water heater on gas, you light it right there. I showed you there's a switch for the electric in the lower left hand corner outside. Alright. And then you have your power awning here, like so. Never leave it out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campsite, roll it in. Then you have your 3 slide rooms here. Alright. And of course your levels, battery, fresh water tank, black, gray 1 and gray 2. Okay. Alright, so you have a TV, obviously. Then you have your sound system here, and you have a fireplace. The TV works like any other TV. This sound system right here is you have AM/FM radio. You have Bluetooth, so you can stream from your phone or whatever. You have a USB in to if you wanted to put all your albums or your favorite songs, convert them to MP3s and put them on a USB drive, you take them with you. This one right here is an in. It's a HDMI in. If you want to go into the system with like a, let's say, a portable Blu-ray player or something like that, you can go into the system there. You have 2 speaker zones, 1 and 2. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. So you have all that and remotes for it. Then the fireplace is actually a space heater also. So you have a fan in it. You have a timer, thermostat, everything you need. You can adjust the colors and that sort of thing. So it's a really good space heater. And you can run it on campground power. So on those days where it's not quite cool enough to run your furnace, you can use this and use campground power, and it works really well. 2 theater seats, of course. Your TV is on a swing-out bracket, just so you know. It locks into place. You can drop this. Let's see. You can drop the tabletop down onto these cleats, these black cleats, and then use the cushions to fill in the space so you can turn that into a bed. This might jackknife. I'm not sure what this does here. Let me look at it real quick, okay? Yeah, this also jackknifes flat and turns into a bed also. So you got 2 extra beds out here. Microwave works like any other microwave. This is your range hood vent. If you're going to run the fan, remember I told you about the baffle outside. And this is called a light also, of course. Your range, you have 3 burners, 3 knobs. You have a sparker, you turn clockwise. I don't know if he's got the gas turned on here, but yeah, it's very simple. The oven itself has a pilot light at the bottom, all the way to the bottom in the back. You can see the sparking back there. So what you do is you go to the oven knob, you go to the picture of the flame, you depress it, then you spark it with your other hand until you see the pilot light down here. Once it lights, you hold it for another 10 or 15 seconds to heat up the thermocouple. Then you go to operating temperature, you all set. When you shut it off, the pilot light goes out. So you have to light the pilot light each time you use the oven. Always travel with the glass top in the down position. Like I said, this is dirty in here, obviously, but we're going to clean it up. We're getting there. So your refrigerator is a 12-volt DC refrigerator. Always keep this over so the doors don't swing over and get damaged during transit. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. If it goes off, you take everybody outside, shut the appliances off, leave the door open, shut the gas off at the front, figure out what's going on. If it beeps very slowly, the same pitch or tone but very slowly, it's telling you that your battery's low. So let me do this for you so you can hear it. LP test is good, carbon monoxide coming up. And then of course the low battery alarm. Back to green. It should always be green. If not, get it serviced. Okay, so this is your power converter right here. So when you're plugged in, you have regular 110 AC circuit breakers right here, and they're all labeled. All right. Then the power is converted to 12-volt DC up here. You got 12-volt fuses, if you can see that. So that's where the 12-volt power comes from. This is also a battery tender, so it'll always keep your battery charged as long as you're plugged in. It'll keep your battery up front charged. So that's a good thing. Alrighty, so let me get up here. Okay, thermostat is an analog thermostat. You always want to keep it on auto for the fan. Heat, fan, and cool. Fan is the air conditioner running without the compressor. It just circulates air. So, pretty basic. The bathroom is typical RV bathroom. You have a sink and a shower. Obviously work like any other sink and shower. This is a GFCI. All the plugs in the trailer are wired to a GFCI. So if it's using the plug outside and it pops, you're going to reset it in here. Your toilet is a RV toilet. So see if it'll stay up with all the packaging still on it. So you have a flush pedal right over here. If you can see it right there. Okay. So basically when you get to the campground, hook up your power and your water. You come in here, you'll put a dose of chemical in the bowl. Then you will stand on the pedal and hold it down long enough to put at least a gallon of water along with the chemical into the gray tank, or the black tank, I'm sorry, which is directly below. And then you can use it. You can't use it dry. If you do it can get clogged up, plus the smell will be terrible, so you always want to make sure that you have chemical and water in there before you start using it. Okay. Going into the bunk room. Obviously this jackknifes flat into another bed, this couch here. You can lower this bunk down so you got another area to sleep. Then you have this one over here. And you have a place to put a TV here with the hookups and everything. You have an emergency window here, which works like pretty much they all do. You just push it all the way through, and then grab a hold of the tab and pull the screen out, and you can escape during an emergency. Whoops, come on. Okay. When it comes to the bedroom, pretty big bedroom, I just want to show you that this sticker tells us this is pre-wired for a second air conditioner. So if you choose to add another one, it would fit right in here, and it's pre-wired. So just so you know that this is pre-wired for a second air conditioner. That's why you have a 50 amp system. All right. This is pre-wired and plumbed for a washer-dryer combo or stackable or a combo, whichever one you use. Okay. And then of course storage up front here. Wardrobe storage. You can pick up the bed here. And this is what I was looking for here. This crank here, you see it has a barrel, or let's say it's a cylinder with a slot cut in it. Okay, so let's walk outside here. You can crank your stabilizer jacks manually if they happen to fail. So I just want to show you how this cylinder with a slot fits over this shaft with a pin in it. Let me go up to the front one, see if I can see that easier. Yeah. Okay, so you can see there's a shaft here with a pin through it. Well, this crank will fit right on there, like that. So you can crank these manually if they happen to fail, so you can always get out of trouble. Now the slide rooms you can also crank manually with this thing. I won't show you all of them, but there'll be a hole where each slide out is, and if you look through the hole, you can't see it that well, but trust me when I tell you, on the frame there's a shaft with a pin through it that will accept this crank. So you could put that through there. You could actually crank the slide rooms manually in an emergency, so you can always get out of trouble. So that's an excellent feature also. Okay, so I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting your roof. That's not just trailer. Every trailer ever made needs to have the roof inspected regularly to make sure there's no problems with it. You're protecting your investment, so that should be part of your regular maintenance. And right now this trailer is de-winterized. There's water in the system, and the antifreeze has been purged, so it's ready to go. You can talk to whoever shows you through this. You can talk to them and make sure that if you need it winterized or de-winterized or anything, we can take care of it for you. But this time of year it's starting to get warm, and I think it's going to be fine having it de-winterized. So, okay, thank you.